Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Feliz miércoles, feliz quarta-feira. Happy hump day, happy pump day. Hope all y'all's out there got pumped up some today. All right, so it's Wednesday. What did I do? I did some bench press and look at the bench press muscles be benching, right? Look at that. Wow. So worked up to 185, did ramping sets again. Again, last week I talked about just going back to that paradigm because it works out well. So close grip bench where I don't have a ton of pain and just building that strength slowly but surely and just stacking on a few more pounds at a time and letting the gains come as they come. At my age, they're not going to come quickly. Take what you can kind of deal. Today's topic. It's going to meander, but that's okay. Years and years ago, like probably getting close to, it's like 2012, 2013 time period, so a little over a decade ago. I was involved in making some videos that were to help explain some science that we were doing, and they were posted on a webpage that just, it's still there. It just does not get much traffic. But for some reason, one of the videos that I made has a lot of views compared to the rest. And I say a lot, I mean like a few hundred, whereas the other ones have like a dozen. So it's like 1 or 2 orders of magnitude difference in terms of the number of views of the video I was in versus the other ones. And here on YouTube, I've got some shorts that have got like well over 1,000 views, and I've got some that have 3. So the algorithm is kind of crazy because it's like, well, I'm doing the same kind of thing, but the algorithm's changing all the time. It's because the algorithm is chaotic. It's trying to feed the masses, and the masses are hungry. They're hungry for content, whatever that may be, but they're also hungry. They're just, I mean, let's be honest, right? The idea of all this is monetization to get people to be sticky, and to get them to be sticky, it means you need to have novel content all the time. So in terms of training, right, I'm thinking, well, why do things go viral and why do things sometimes stick and why don't they? Because, you go like, that video when, it got a lot of views and then none of the other ones did. Some videos of mine get a lot of views and some other ones just don't. So sometimes things hit, sometimes they don't. And it's a lot like that in training. So, again, wrapping it all back to what I do here. Sometimes you try things out and it works really well. Sometimes you try things out and they don't. And then sometimes you try something out and it works really well. You stick with it for a while, but then it's, law of diminishing returns. It doesn't work so well, in the long run. Like when I was reintroducing the regular grip bench press, that went really well for a period of time. And then it started to just really aggravate my shoulder to the point where I regressed, and now I'm kind of building back up. So the algorithm and its chaos, its organized chaos, can kind of teach us a thing about lifting, right? Sometimes we need to introduce new things, see how they work out, sift them around for a little bit, try things out, and see what sticks. But always kind of keep an eye out for, could I improve things? Are the things that need to change? But it doesn't mean that you have to, right? So again, the idea of like, what does the algorithm crave? I mean, there's some people that just, every time they drop content, it's great, right? Because it's tried and true and it works with them as a person. So sometimes whatever your prescription is, your regular programming is, you've evolved to that. And most of mine's pretty constant because it works really well for me. But I do tweak things here and there and change things up, and it's because sometimes I need to, I need a little bit of a switch in modality. Just like the old algorithm does. So we got to feed that machine, and that machine is our body. And our body needs sometimes some novel movement. And I'm not saying, I'm not talking about any of those crazy old bro science things like muscle confusion or anything like that. Sometimes you need to let fatigue dissipate. Sometimes it's just the way your joints articulate. It's where your muscles insert, whatever it may be. Sometimes you got to move things around because you got to adapt and overcome and figure out how things are going to work best for you. And the only way you're going to do that is by experimentation. You can read textbooks, you can watch videos, you can do all those things, but those things are not you. And the only way to figure those things out is to experiment on yourself. So yeah, use what the algorithm does. Cycle through some things, figure out what works well, and stick with that for a while. And when those things run out, hey, what are the new ideas I can try today? So with that, happy pump day, happy hump day, happy Wednesday. Feliz miércoles, feliz quarta-feira. Espero que você tenha ótimo dia. Hope you have a great day. And don't forget, get into those gyms, hit those goals, and get swole. Peace.